I get it. We all want to start posting more consistently, but somewhere between planning, designing, and editing, it all gets a little bit messy. And that's why I've partnered with Adobe Express, the sponsor of today's video, to show you my workflow of how I'm staying more consistent and how Adobe Express helps me with that in my workflow. Let's dive in and take a look. Now, the first thing is going to be to set up your brand kit. And you just come from the home page. If you click on more, you can see here you've got brands. From here, you can add in your logos, set up your color palettes, choose and select fonts that you have for your brand, and even add in graphics that you're wanting to use there on a consistent basis, be that the headshots that I've got here that I use, or something like a background that you might want to choose. So brand kits is the first thing. Once you've got those set up inside of your design, you're going to be able to access those really easily. For example, on this, if I want to choose one of my colors, I can just click on the background here, select my brand kit from the drop down menu if you've got multiple or you're working with multiple brands, and then choose your colors. You can also change and select your brand kit fonts. Again, just select your brand kit and then choose and select your fonts and apply those. Now, while brand kits is one of my favorite features, it is also possible to copy and paste a style. So let's say, for example, I wanted this where it says for beginners. If I wanted to have that in a similar style somewhere else, I can come up to the three dots here with it selected, copy the style, then select the text that I want that text style to apply to, and then paste that style. And then it's going to paste that style directly, choosing the same font, the sizing, and also the colors and any effects that you've got applied to that also. So that's copy and pasting the style from one element to another inside of Adobe Express. Now, one of the things that I've seen people saying is that they spend a lot of time trying to figure out the animations that they want to add to a post, but you don't have to worry about that inside Adobe Express. You can just come over to the page where you click on edit page. You then get the option here that says Animate All. You just click on that and they can choose from all these predefined options inside of Adobe Express to animate all of the elements on your page. That's it, one click, animate all, and it's done for you. You can then just download that and post it to your chosen social media platform. But if you don't want to download it and then post it, and part of your sticking process is actually posting it using your phone or some other way, then you can actually come up to the share option up here and actually schedule your content directly to your chosen social media platform inside Adobe Express. Another thing I hear people saying is, I don't like the sound of my voice, or the audio sounded too echoey, or it was just a little bit off, there was noise in the background. No more excuses, I'm sorry, but if you just add your videos to your timeline inside of Adobe Express, you can then come up to the enhance speech option. Now, to get to the enhance speech option, you just select the item or the video that you want to enhance, and then just click the enhance speech option. And you can go from sounding like this every day, something to my Instagram. I kind of wanted to just do like a little bit, which for me sounds a little bit echoey, but once I click the enhance speech option, that's going to change it, and it takes your audio from sounding like that to something like this. An update of what I've been up to today and kind of like what my plans are. And you can see from that, it's changed it from sounding really echoey, possibly even unusable, to an actual usable clip inside of Adobe Express. So that's enhanced speech inside Adobe Express, and no more excuses to saying, oh, my audio didn't sound good, or I don't like the sound of my voice. That's going to solve it. I promise you, try that. And if you're still not uploading, drop me a message down below. Now, the next thing I want to show you is this content calendar, or the schedule area inside of Adobe Express. From the home page, you're going to come over to more, and you're going to click on schedule, and that's going to open up your, what I like to call, the content calendar. Down the side here, we can add in draft ideas. We can see here I'm going to be creating some quick tips for Adobe Express about creating a digital product. I've got a whole series that I'm going to be working on throughout 2026 about creating a digital product, and there's a video coming up about that in a couple of weeks. I think it's next week. And then we've got also more quick tips, the Adobe Express workflow. This video that you're watching now, I'm going to create a social media post that I will use and schedule directly here inside of Adobe Express. We can see here, this is one that I did this morning about two-factor authentication. I recorded that on my phone. No, actually, I recorded that on my DJI Pocket 3 and then imported that into Adobe Express and created a whole video with the animations. And if you want to see more on the animations and editing video inside Adobe Express, do drop me a comment down below and just comment more videos on video editing in Express or something like that. I don't know. If you're still here and you're listening to me babble, then thank you. But in here we also have ideas of content that you can create. You can see you've got like progress update, lessons that you've learned, something that you've like, it's some sort of key takeaway that you've done in your business or from your life that week. It doesn't always have to be business related. Let's get messy. I really don't like seeing curated profiles and everything's looking neat and tidy and stuff like that. I think social media should be a place to share messy ideas, and that's another thing that's going to help you stay more consistent. And that's the digital product that I'm working on to help you go from thinking that everything has to be perfect to just creating content and hitting publish is better than perfect. If you found this video useful, click like and subscribe down below. We've got a lot more videos coming up on how to use Adobe Express and helping you create content and be more consistent throughout the year. So do click all those buttons down below. If you've enjoyed this and you're still watching me ramble, just comment the word ramble down below or something like that. And until next time, thank you very much and bye for now. And I hope I hit record. I did. Sometimes I haven't hit record and then I look up and I see I haven't hit record and I go, ah. So another little tip, secret tip, if you're recording videos, always take a moment before you go into it or launch, just look up and make sure that that record is showing as recording. I didn't do that on the last take, but now I have.